San Antonio.
Thanks for tuning in. And the starting group for the Spurs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, the guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. Wembanyama gets the bucket. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Barnes passes to Mamu Kelishvili. There's a good screen. The kick out to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Castle. And the rejection by Harden. Fires for 3. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And the work rate that Kawhi shows on every play never takes a moment off, and that can lead to second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama, that's for 2. From down in the low post, it goes. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite. Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Down low, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The deep 3 from Harden. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Teron Lou and I had a few minutes to share, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night you see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Offline with his 3. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Harden. Castle misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And here's Leonard from 3. Offensive rebound. Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:33 left in the first. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And the jam by Harden.
And when Harden notices a lane to the basket, he takes it, relentless in how he exploits the defense.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
There's a screen. Here's Barnes. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
First personal
It's going to
foul.
go on Norman Powell.
First team foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the contest. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones for three. It's good from long range.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Count it. Fox has got 7 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Outside for Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Three-pointer.
Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Harden with it. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. Doesn't go that time. That one, no good. And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4-man position. Good.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his 3-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough, having himself a night.
Zubac in the post. Barnes on him, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Spurs on defense. Here's Leonard. Leonard forces it through inside.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Powell pulls it in. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. 2 points, that one goes.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
Outside, Fox. Fires the 3. Another miss by Fox. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all of their first hit shots to go in here in the second quarter so far.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he sinks the second. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Jones against Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Jones. Great open look there. Fox has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Here's Castle, guarded by Harden. Wembanyama passes to Mamu Kelishvili. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Victor Wembanyama!
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Zubac with the screen for Leonard, and the three ball is good. Leonard's got 14.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Wembanyama, a screen on Jones. Fox against Jones. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. He's got 6.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Harden. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Leonard. Back to Harden. Screen by Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Spurs. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
We've got Chris Dunn. Drew Eubanks out there with Batum. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Eubanks. The rebound by the Spurs.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Dunn misses. Spurs leading by 9. Johnson, the pass to Bassi. Vassell, wide open. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Here's Vassell trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all three levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot. You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 5. Driving to, and it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this coaching staff would love to see more of that. Vassell taking it to the rim.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's Eubanks. He has yet to score. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs leading by 8. Vassell outside. Pass to Bessie. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Bessie pulls it in. Bessie's got 4 rebounds in this game. For 3, kept alive. Johnson, the pass to Champagny. Launches a 3. And another shot, and that one good. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And it's interesting, you know, Vassell has a nonchalant style almost. You don't notice, though, that he's really just outworking everyone. And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Well, keeping his eyes up. Coaches love to see that kind of anticipation.
And it's Bogdanovich again missing. Vassell outside. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Sohan. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Vassell. He's got 9. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Bogdanovich. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget it.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And a wide open look. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's San Antonio enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, they've got Castle, also Fox out there. Barnes out there with Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Leonard. Wembanyama, a screen on Jones. Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Wembanyama has got 19 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Fox looking it over. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Kelishvili passes to Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Off target with his three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Screen by Zubac. Harden. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
And here's Leonard from three. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Castle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Harden, driving the lane. Lays it up off the glass.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Fox goes in. Outside for Wembanyama. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Close the breakaway slam. A pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Leonard, and Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. It's Fox with the drive. Takes the three. The Clippers grab the miss.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for San Antonio.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact, and Harden has an endless number of ways to get to the line.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Derek Jones Jr.
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Leonard. And it's Kelishvili with the rebound. Here's Fox. Up and in on the layup. Fox has got 33.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
The deep three from Harden. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Now, Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
bringing you and checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Stevens in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a 3-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes. Changes the geometry of the floor.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Here's Harden. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Harden misses.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for the Clippers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. BA?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Great open look there. Morant's got 5.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the jam.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Jackson against Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Jackson. Leonard outside. A deep third.
Ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Morant with the slam!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. Jackson outside. Here's Stevens. Powell covers. Here's Stevens. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 to shoot. He shoots it. It's rebounded by Zubac. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Fires from deep. Stevens' shot is off. The Clippers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game. Into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Zubac was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a good game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Powell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, gritty play.
Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Here's the 3, and Morant laces the triple.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Harden with it. He's got 7. Leonard for 3. Knocks down the triple. Leonard's got 8.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Outside for Harden. Screen by Leonard. Fires, top of the key. Again, the Clippers score.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
Morant against Jones. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
That's his third.
It's going to be on even to Zubac.
Second team.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And there's just one foul now away from the minimum.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Morant with the slam!
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Here's Harden. Ball stolen. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Now here's Jackson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Fourth team foul.
Here's Morant off the inbound pass. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Harden drives in. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
And James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Jones against Morant. On the wing, Bane. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Jones, pounded by Morant. Pass to Zubats. Up top, Bain. Defended by Harden. Outside Morant. Here's Stevens. Jackson with a screen on Powell. 6 to shoot. Here's Stevens. Yet to see a basket. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
Harden fires away from outside. The rebound by Jackson.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
No good off the front rim. The Clippers trail. Powell with it. He's picked up by Bain. And it's Ja Morant with the foul.
Ja Morant.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Harden. He's got 13. The floater. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Morant, the pass to Bain. Here's Edey. Defended by Harden. Over to the wing. Clock at 4. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot! Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Clippers on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Vince Williams is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's G.G. Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Huff in at the 5. Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Kennard outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The Grizzlies' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. The Clippers rebound. Bogdanovich, that's good.
It's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Kennard outside. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Huff, good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Bogdanovich. Drops in the layup for 2. Bogdanovich has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The deep 3 from Kennard. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
Here's Kennard, following the score by Los Angeles. Pass to Huff. Shot clock at 5. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. The Clippers lead by 4. Dunn, the pass to Eubanks. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Kennard. Drops in the 3. Kennard's got 5.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Dunn, the pass to Eubanks. Yep, that one goes. And the Clippers lead by 5.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Clark against Batum. Clark outside. On the take. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 9 points in the game.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Now here's Kennard, defended by Dunn. Kennard passes to Huff. Jackson outside. Clark with the screen from behind the arc. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Kennard outside. Who poked away? It's stolen by Dunn. He takes it in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
Well, you have to admire Chris Dunn's aggressiveness. This guy will take hard forays into the lane and drain the layup.
The deep 3 from Kennard. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Kennard's got 8. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Here's Dunn. Yes, it's good.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
Here's Kennard. That one falls. Kennard's got 10 points here in the second half. Los Angeles leading by 5. And here's Dunn. 6 points for him. With the drive, here's Batum. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams.
We're down to the
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
making noise.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Now here's Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Morant looking around. Drives. Oh! Morant! Wow!
And that's Morant for you. Not settling. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
Zubac with a screen on Jackson. Leonard on the take. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside Morant. Jones grabs the board. The Clippers lead by 3. To the inside. Leonard. Oh, Leonard! A special delivery.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And here are the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Harden, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Pick and roll play is a specialty of James Harden. And if he's got the ball in his hands and there's a pass to be made, I promise he'll deliver it.
Now here's Morant. Circus shot, John Morant.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Oh, wow!
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Now here's Harden, guarded closely, driving inside. Leonard for three. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Harden finds Jones. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
Harden hits them both.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jones against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. 1:52 left to play in the fourth. Ja slices through. Pass to Edey. Stolen by Harden. Powell left side. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 5. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Here's Harden. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Snatched away. Outside Morant. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter here. To tie it up. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jones drives in. Yeah!
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good. So good.
Now here's Bane. There's the drive. Count it!
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the Clippers have possession after the basket by Memphis. 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. And he buries it.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And it's Morant missing. Harden against Morant. Now Harden. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Continue to, and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Stevens in at the 3. And for San Antonio, we've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Castle. Harrison Barnes is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Here's Fox, following the score by Memphis. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. And there's the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
It's the speed of De'Aaron Fox that is just so tough to match.
Morant scanning the floor. Outside Jackson. Sweet move. Pass to Edey. Just 5 to shoot. Bane inside the three-point line. Misses the chippy right there.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Fox against Morant. And it's Fox with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Morant with a wide open look. Frames it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 5 now.
When Ja is knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
The wide open look here for Fox. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jackson down low. Wembanyama on him.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. He's still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind. The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And the Spurs scoring again.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. I came back as a Grizzlies player. I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. A 3 from Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Knocks down the 3-ball. Fox has got 9 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Bane. Hasn't made one yet. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Barnes with it. Now defended by Bane.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Morant outside. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 3. Wembanyama, a screen on Bane. Wembanyama outside. Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Morant kicks to Bane. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the 3 spot. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
So it's the Spurs now. Grizzlies making the shot. Fox deciding where to go with it, and it's blocked, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Spurs passing it around. And here's Barnes for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 5 minutes.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Morant outside from 20 feet out, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Outside Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Spurs. Edey gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. To the paint. Rebounded by the Spurs. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Castle. Still yet to score. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
A 3 from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jackson against Wembanyama. Fox passes to Wembanyama.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks. Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 5. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Jackson misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lamar Stevens. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. Here's Castle. Power down with both hands.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Now here's Morant, guarded closely. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's the screen. Jackson from long range. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Johnson, also Devin Vassell out there, and it's Bassey in at center. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half.
First team foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That free throw, good from Kennard. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
No good from Clark.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Pass to Huff. And here's Jackson. Here's Huff. Latrey. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Huff's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
They get it back. Vassell outside. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Spurs lead by 7.
The thing about Vassell, he has deeper range than a lot of people give him credit for.
Vassell against Kennard. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Bassey. Lays it up and banks it in. Bassey's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Shot's good by Kennard.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates
creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That three off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan. He can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with. Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Johnson. Huff passes to Clark. To the middle. Pass to Kennard. Clock at 4. Three-pointer. San Antonio with the rebound. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Jacks up a three. And the basket by Vassell.
Agile finish from Vassell against that foul, managing to get the end one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And it's Sohan missing. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Kennard with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Drains the three-pointer.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Vassell. Pass to Bassie. Here's Champagnie. To the inside. Vassell outside. There's the pick. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson, that's for two. Here's Bassie. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Kennard for three. That shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Johnson, that's for two. They grab their own miss. Here's Vassell. And the three off target. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Jackson passes to Huff. Back to Jackson. San Antonio with the rebound. Bassie's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Vassell. Buries the long-range jumper. Vassell's got 12 points in just the second half.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so it's San Antonio riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slip-passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Jackson is out there with Clark. Then it's Vince Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the center position. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes outside. They set the pick. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Clark. And the layup's good off the glass.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Launches it. It's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Barnes.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Outside, Fox. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. 5 to shoot to the right side. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And Bane pulls it down.
Normally he drains that.
Now here's Morant for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Wembanyama outside. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama against Jackson. Here's Barnes. Nice move. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Morant. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Fox. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
First team.
There's 1:54 left here in the 4th quarter. Fox with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And he gets the bucket.
Pretty slick by Fox right there, giving it away to the guy who is ready to attack.
A 3 from Morant. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Fox. Barnes left side. Back to Fox. Clock at 6. They set the pick. The 8-footer. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Fox has got 24.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for San Antonio.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And Morant throws it down. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
A 3 from Wembanyama. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson finds Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. No good on the 3. San Antonio with the ball. Now Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
backcourt. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, we've got Harrison Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the power forward position. There's the triple. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Fox. Another shot. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Out to Leonard. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The shot no good. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside for Wembanyama. The 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 5. Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Powell. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Harden. Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Kawhi typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Fox against Jones. And Fox powers it home.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. San Antonio with the ball. Following the score by the Clippers. Fox, that's good.
Well, Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Leonard, right side. Zubac, screen. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Castle for 3. They get it again. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Zubac, screen. Harden, the pass to Zubac. This one for 3. And there's Fox on the assist by Castle. Fox has got 9.
Well, Fox is feeling it right now. The quick release off the catch and shoot.
Harden, deep three-point land. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. To the wing, right side. Outside Wembanyama. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other...
Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
Outside for Wembanyama. Off target with the 3. Clippers trail by 9. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Now here's Harden. He's closely guarded. He drops it from range. He has 7.
Dialed in from deep, Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3 ball.
Outside Wembanyama. Takes a 3. It's good.
Did he get it off in time?
It counts at the buzzer.
That's a feel good.
Wow. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. Back to the game after this break. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
We've got Wembanyama. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle. Then there's Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! And there's a pick. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
LA ball.
Clippers trail by 13. Screen by Leonard. Here's Harden. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Fox, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Outside Wembanyama. Launches it. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Out to Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Jones. Back to Wembanyama. The 3 ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter. Screen by Leonard. Harden surveying the D. For 3. Barnes with the rebound.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Mamu Kelishvili, no good. Clippers trail by 12. Powell outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, Wembanyama just too good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
From the arc. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Powell outside. Screen by Leonard. Powell passes to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw in this game. And the free throw, no good.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. 1 minute left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Sends it home from three-point land. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Wembanyama, screen on Jones. And it's Fox penetrating. It's stolen by Leonard. Outside Harden. Launches a three. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Inside, Barnes. The three is up. And they get it back. Outside Wembanyama. Buries it from three. Wembanyama's got 32 points in the game.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Jones against Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. 1 second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so the San Antonio Valley, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. There's a screen. Got a piece of it. Dunn with a steal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Spurs lead by 15. Here's Vassell. Knocks down the long J. Vassell's got himself on the board with a three there.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Here's Bogdanovic. Rebounded by the Spurs. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Vassell outside. Takes it inside. Massey, the pass to Johnson. 4-3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And good patience from Johnson to wait for his man to open up.
Johnson against Bogdanovic. Pass to Coffey to end the run. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Sohan outside. Here's Bassey. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. Bassey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Here's Batum. Pass to Coffee. Back to Batum. 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Eubanks, he's got his first basket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Vassell with it, done in his pocket. Here's Sohan. And the three off target.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Pass to Eubanks. Here's Coffee. Three-pointer. Counted from distance. Coffee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. That's going to send Devin Vassell to the line. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. Bogdanovich against Johnson. Pass to Eubanks. Puts it up from 17. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 14-5 run. They set the screen. Vassell passes to Sohan. Back to Vassell. And here's Sohan. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Eubanks. Batum, the pass to Dunn. Here's Coffee. That one goes in. Coffee's got 5 now. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Vassell outside. Pass to Bassey. Wide open. The rebound by Eubanks.
San Antonio.
Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. Clippers trail by 19. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up and attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second chance shots.
Simmons is checked in for Eubanks.
Let's hear it for you. Clippers substitution.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Ben Simmons.
Dunn outside. Oh, Fox with a steal. Pass to Wembanyama from deep three-point land. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And it's the Clippers on the break. The shot by Dunn, no good. Outside Wembanyama, over Bogdanovich. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Spurs. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Well, the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Barnes. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at power forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Leonard's checked in for Batum. Jones comes in for Coffee. Powell, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's James Harden in for Dunn. Here's Harden. And it's Harden with the big finish.
If given the space, Harden's not afraid to take it to the rim.
Fox surveying the D. Wembanyama, screen on Jones. Outside for Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist here tonight. Leonard outside. Pass to Simmons. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Wembanyama, screen on Powell. Fox against Powell. Outside for Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Back to Fox. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. He goes up. And Powell with the stuff.
Just love these opportunities in the open floor to see athleticism like what Norman Powell gave us there.
Fox against Jones. Outside for Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Barnes with the rebound.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Wembanyama, screen on Jones. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Fox outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 11 in the second half. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And how about Powell to the people as Norman gets up for a loud 2 points.
San Antonio leading by 22.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Fox for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Wembanyama, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Powell passes to Simmons. Back to Powell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Victor Wembanyama.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Simmons against Fox. And there's Simmons on the assist by Harden.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Wembanyama, screen on Jones. Outside Wembanyama, from outside the arc. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And yep, it's good.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Tries the spin move. Fox right side. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.
joining me. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Stevens in at the 3, the small forward. A 3 from Morant. Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Stephens. From deep. Offensive rebound. Morant outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
And that 3-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Morant against Jones. There's a good screen. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 8.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Count that one. 10 points for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fires the 3, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jones.
3 points.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Here's the screen. Jones against Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Down low. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Clippers trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there it is for him. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Harden, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Morant passes to Bane. Can't connect from short range. The Clippers trail. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And they take the lead. Leonard's got 10 points.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant passes to Stevens. Jackson dishes to Morant. Jackson a screen on Jones. Here's Morant. That one drops for him. 14 points for him.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And here's Leonard from 3. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Morant against Jones. Driving to the basket.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Stevens, and that one is hammered home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Bane. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Wide open look here for Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Stephens got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Edie. And we had an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Stephens, guarded by Powell. There's the pick. Stephens can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 5. Powell dishes to Leonard. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Bane against Harden. Fires from deep. And Desmond Bane good for 3. And now an 8-point Memphis lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Edie. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jones, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Bane. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Clippers. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Leonard. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Jones against Morant. And then Morant rams it in.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Harden gets the bucket.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Morant against Jones. Morant surveying the D. The three. Eubanks grabs the miss. LA's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
You can't afford to lose Harden in transition. He's too talented at taking advantage of those situations.
Here's Morant. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
They get it again.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Grizzlies leading by 8. Got a chance to... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Drew Eubanks. Bogdanovich out there with Dunn. Then there's Batum. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. They set the pick. Here's Kennard. And the layup is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Eubanks. Kennard against Dunn. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Dunn. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Intercepted. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Outside, Bogdanovich. And good that time. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket in this one.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Here's Kennard. It's tipped. Outside, Batum. No good from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
A nice shot by Huff. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Huff. From downtown, traps in the tray. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. It seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days. Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Kennard for 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
Kennard against Dunn. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 8. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Got that one up quick. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Good on the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Pass to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Eubanks. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Batum passes to Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bogdanovich has got 7 now in this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside Williams. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and that one is off. Williams against Dunn. Outside for Batum. We got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Misses from close range. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Over to the wing. Huff passes to Kennard. They set the screen. Great look, but off the mark.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got G.G. Jackson, Luke Kennard out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Huff in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Kennard against Harden. Clark outside. He takes it in. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
Jackson looking around. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. That they're having no problem finding shots in that area.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Harden outside to tie it up. Grizzlies with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Stephens, guarded by Powell. Outside for Jackson. The three ball. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Leonard. Leonard dunks it down with force.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Here's Morant. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Clippers trail by 5. Harden outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jones has got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Morant passes to Bane. Morant sets a screen for Bane. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. The three from Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And the rejection by Morant. Driving in.
2 minutes remaining of the game.
Bane looking around. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Oh, that's good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Grant, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Jones against Morant. Over Jones, and it's Memphis with another.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
For Memphis, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth of 9. Bane finds Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
At the line for your Grizzlies,
The officials can review in closer detail what constitutes the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Harden outside. Money!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
It's Morant with the drop. Yes!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Over in the corner, Zubac. A three from Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Harden way outside. Los Angeles with another miss. And here is Bane. And so the Grizzlies take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, right.
starting group for San Antonio. They've got Harrison Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the 3 spot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Count that bucket.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now here's Fox. Wembanyama screen. Fox finds Wembanyama. Offline with a 3. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Memphis. From deep, Bane. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
They set the pick. 13 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Back to Bane. Pass to Edey. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter. But definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Now here's Bane. Pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Now here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama screen. Here's Castle. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Now here's Morant, tightly guarded. Floats one up, and the layup is good. Morant's got 6.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Fox feeling it out a bit. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Fox, that's good.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
On the wing, Bane. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Stevens. Still without a bucket. And he hits it to tie the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop showing them off a little bit on that play.
Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. On the take. 2 points. That one goes. Fox has got 11 points.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Morant looking around. And then Morant with the dunk.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Fox outside. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Stevens in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Fox. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Bain. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. And again, it's Memphis missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left to right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll. Closer in, look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
From deep, Wembanyama. Stevens with a rebound. Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Bain. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Wembanyama screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. Pass to Edey. Here's Stevens. They set the pick. From deep. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Spurs lead by 4. Barnes. Wembanyama. Screen on Bain. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. From deep. Offensive rebound. Oh, how about Victor? Gets there for the putback jam.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a...
Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
BA, he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard. The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
It's stolen by Fox. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And you played for several different coaches. very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
Jackson, the screen. Aggressive take from Morant. Now Jackson. Still no points. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Ooh, those are some grown man points there by Jackson Jr.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Now here's Morant. He's got 18. Jackson, the screen. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Edey. Here's Stevens. Morant with a screen on Fox. Shoots. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Here's Fox. 16 points for him. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And it's Morant off the drive. To the paint. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Fox outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama screen. Spurs need to get one up here. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
The first free throw is good. And Bain drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point lead. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up. San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And so it's San Antonio finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. We've got Jeremy Sohan, Keldon Johnson out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Bassie in at the 5. Here's Vassell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Vassell's got his first points of the night.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Pass to Huff. And here is Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Pulls up. Jackson can't get it to go. Spurs lead by 5. Johnson passes to Vassell. Stolen by Jackson. And they're on the run. Pass to Huff. Kennard on the wing. Here's Huff. Jackson with it. No points yet. Into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson with a screen on Vassell. Kennard with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Huff. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Bassi. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 2.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Kennard. Pass to Clark. Clark with a screen on Vassell. Now here's Jackson. Williams with the screen for the lead. Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Kennard. Back to Jackson. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Vassell. And that one's good. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. Vassell against Kennard. Here he goes. Here's Huff. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Let's go with a 3. And that's good. Vassell for 3. Vassell's got 7 points.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
Kennard outside. And a nice finish on the layup. He has 7.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Here's Vassell. Pass to Bassi. Back to Vassell. Here's Bassi from 17. That shot is off.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
He had a huge height advantage there and did not mess around.
San Antonio's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Vassell against Williams. And there it is for him. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And he's going for the oop here. Here in the 2nd half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Tries a three off the inbound. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside Moran, Jackson the screen. Ooh, that's good. Moran from way out.
One of the smoother strokes you'll see Morant. This man's got a nice jumper.
Wembanyama screen, and it's Fox penetrating, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Jackson with a screen on Fox. Here's Stevens. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
On the wing, Bain. He's guarded by Barnes. To the right side. Here's Stevens. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by three. Wembanyama, pass to Fox. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Fox. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
And both free throws good for Fox. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience. He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Here's Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I like how they've been attacking the rim. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
From deep, Wembanyama. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
3 points.
Fox has got 6 assists now in the game. From deep, Moran. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket. And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Wembanyama screen. Fires for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The 3 from Barnes. On target from range. Barnes has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The drive by Morant. What a slam by Morant!
But it seems like Morant's got springs or something in the shoes.
And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. It's a 1-point game.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
A A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. No good from outside. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Morant with a screen on Fox. Here's Stevens. And he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wembanyama screen. Now here's Fox. Defense is right there. And it's good.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
Right side Bane. Jackson finds Bane. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Bane. Puts up a 3. Pass to Edey. Here's Stevens. He's covered by Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good! And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done. Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the three-point lead.
Here's the pick. For the tie! Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win.